What's up, guys? Back with another video, and you guys are really liking my videos on my channel so far, and I appreciate the love, the comments, the likes, all that, bro. It's all love, and I got a lot more stories to tell you. Now, this story is not tame at all. I'm gonna let you know this was during a very dark time in my life, but we're not going to get into that because who cares about that shit? We're here to have fun. And in today's story, I'm going to tell you guys about the first time that I've ever done a Suboxone pill. And now listen, guys, I make these stories to entertain. And if I was still going through this phase, and then I wouldn't even be making these videos. But I think I've had a pretty crazy life. I've done pretty crazy things, and I have a lot of crazy stories. And I just wanted to share. I want to share with others. So I hope you guys enjoy these stories. But let's get right into this one. So this day starts off pretty normal. Wake up at 3 in the afternoon. It's chilling. And, you know, I be fucking on my schedule a lot. So I be falling asleep at like 7 in the morning, waking up at 3. And then when I wake up, I go to hang out with my homies. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. So today's looking pretty good. I'm not having a bad day. Pretty mediocre so far. Hop on the game for a little bit. Chilling, you know. Then it starts to get a little bit later. The homie from the air duster video hits me up. And I'm going to come up with names for these people now. So we're going to call this friend. Calvin hits me up after I'm playing games all day. It hits like 8 or 9 at night. And he's asking to hang out. He said he got surprised. So, you know, I'm interested. I'm like, what's the surprise, man? Let's do this shit, bro. You know, I wait like 10 minutes. See how he comes over to my crib. You know, walk over to his car. And he's like, hold up. We got to go do something real quick. So I don't really remember where we went, but I remember we went near my Wendy's and we picked up his brother, gave him a ride back home, and then before he left, he put some kind of tinfoil in Calvin's hand. After that, me and Calvin drive somewhere, and as we're driving, he hands it to me, and I'm like, yo, okay, what the fuck is this? I open the tinfoil up, and I'm letting you know right now, it looks like some crack shit. It's all burnt. And I fucked up some shitty ass tinfoil, man. Like I thought this shit was crack, dude. I opened that bitch up, and it's some kind of white pill. Now I'm like, what the fuck is this? Calvin looks at it too, and we're both like, what the fuck? You know, like we thought it was a perk at first. You know, it looked like one circular white pill, and we hit up Calvin's brother, and we're like, yo, what the fuck is this? He just calls it a sub pill. And as soon as I hear he calls it a sub pill, I'm thinking of Mortal Kombat, like Sub-Zero. So I know this shit's about to get crazy. And that's not really much of a subscription, you know? Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to get from sub pills. So me and Calvin go on pillidentifier.com. And I'm not condoning doing any drugs. I really don't. They're really bad. They'll fuck up your life. But if you do, go to pillidentifier.com so you don't get fucking laced. So after that, we figure out this pill is called Suboxone. And I've had my history with Suboxone, but we're not going to get into it today, all right? So anyways, now that we know what it is, we make sure we're safe, we make sure what it does. Now we're about to hit the crib. We go back to my crib, and before that, we went to like a storage place where they put a bunch of random shit and it was abandoned. So I don't know why, but I went in one of them and I found a Toy Story VHS, and that holds a lot of stories. The Toy Story VHS, if who was in the story is listening to this right now, you know what kind of history the Toy Story VHS holds, all right? So I have it in my crib, and we go to my crib. We load up the Xbox 360. If you know, you know. About to play some Black Ops 2 multiplayer while I'm playing. We're just fucking looking at this pill like it's like something I've never seen before. It's in burnt ass tinfoil, and it's a little bit burnt, so I'm not even sure if I want to do it. I think crack was made with this tinfoil, but at the time, I didn't care. So after looking at this pill, researching, learning more about it for like 10 more minutes, we're like, all right, let's get the fuck into this, bro. No more wasting time. So I opened up that tinfoil, burnt ass pill. It's turning brown. It was originally white. I put it on the Toy Story VHS, and I grab my fucking Roku remote, and I start fucking smashing it to turn it into powder, you know what I'm saying? After smashing the fuck out of this Toy Story VHS with my Roku remote, turning the shit into powder, and then after me and Calvin look at each other like, should we even do this shit? This shit looks fucking lethal. But Calvin's excited. He pulls out that $20 bill. He rolls that shit up like Tony Montana. And he goes crazy. Nah, he did not really go crazy, actually. He snorted like maybe a quarter of the pill. And after that, he just gets up and he looks at me dead in the eyes. Like he just witnessed someone die. And after me being shocked, like, yo, are you okay? Nigga's like, I don't feel nothing. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to double dose on this one. Maybe triple dose. So I snort the rest of the fucking pill. That's like 75% of the pill. Like imagine cutting one pill in 4 pieces. Calvin took 1 piece of that, but I took the rest of that, all right? I'm not fucking playing around. I'm trying to geek this night. And after that, I get up too. I'm like, okay. I don't feel nothing either. So after that, we just play the Xbox for a while. We're playing fucking Lego Batman and shit. It's a good time. We're chilling. We're still not feeling nothing though. Until like 30 minutes pass and we're fucking out of it. I remember we're just playing Lego Batman and my vision goes a little bit blurry and time feels delayed. And I just get like this really weird body high. And I look at Calvin like nodding off and I'm like, yo, are you feeling anything? And he's like, no, why? I'm fine. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not okay. This shit gotta be laced. And I can't even play Lego Batman no more. I'm nodding off and I just get up and start walking around. And the best way I can describe the feeling of this is just being hammered drunk. Like you drank like 14 shots and you downed 2 cases of Modelo. Drunk. Fucked up. Like I can't even walk. I'm stumbling everywhere. And then I don't really remember what happened after. I'm kind of just walking around and geeking. Fucking stumbling everywhere. And then Calvin's like, yo, let's go see what's up with, let me think of a name for this dude. We're gonna call him Logan. Let's go see what's up with Logan. And I was like, yo, nah, bruh. Calvin, you're not driving. Once this shit kicks in, mid-driving, we're gonna fucking die. And then Calvin's like, yo, trust, it'll only be like 20 minutes. We'll be back here. Everything will be fine. And so I'm like, fuck it, you know. At the time, right now, I'd be like, fuck no, we're staying here. But at the time, I was like, all right, you know what? All right, we'll see. And then we get in Calvin's car, and he's like, yo, do you still have that lean? Because I had this, like, lean that was, like, green. It was, like, kind of like cheap-ass green lean. But it'll still geek you up, but it was ghetto as shit. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if we should mix it, though. But fuck it. Nigga, I feel like geeking tonight. I go back in my crib, and I get that ghetto-ass green lean. We come back in the car. We drive up the road and we hit the gas station. We pour like some Sprite and Styrofoam cups and we just pour a shit ton of green lean into each of them. Bad idea. Not for me. I was fine. I can handle the geek. You know, I'm a geek master. But Calvin, y'all will see later why it was bad mixing this shit. And so we go back in the car. We start driving up to, you know, Logan's and I'm still fucking geeking. I walked into the gas station before that, and when I was filling up the Sprite and shit, I deadass itched my nutsack in front of everybody because I was so geeked out of my mind that I didn't have no decency to hide the fact that I was itching my nuts. I just straight up put my hand in my pants, started itching my nutsack. And I'm gonna let you know, this is not the first time that I've been geeked and walked into a store and itched my nutsack. This happened on multiple occasions. I don't know why. It must be a special thing for me. I don't know if anybody else has had this problem. But if you've ever been geeked out of your mind and walked into a store and itched your nutsack in front of everybody, please let me know. Because I cannot be alone on this. Anyways, we're driving up, you know. And I'm fucking still geeking. I cannot describe this. Like, imagine you just had a good time drinking with your friend at a party. You're drunk as shit. And you call an Uber to pick you up, and you're just in the back seat, drunk as shit. And if you've ever been drunk and you've ever been in the car, not driving, don't drink and drive. But if you ever been in the passenger seat or the back seat, drunk, you know how it feels. Like you're floating. You feel like you're in a fucking spaceship. You're pressing buttons and shit. It's a good feeling. But at the time, it was like every time Calvin would make a sharp turn, I'd feel my soul come out of my body, and not in a good way. It'd feel like somebody put a vacuum on my soul and fucking vacuumed it out for like 5 seconds, and I would like actually moan. I'd be like, ah, and I was like, yo, Calvin, I can't do this no more. we gotta put on some tunes. So I put on some stunt hard, hot boys, go crazy, and I felt my soul just lift out of my body, because I know music when you're drunk is an experience. It's fire. But music when you snort a Suboxone pill, a shit ton of one, it's a different experience. You feel like a rich man in his mansion, blasting music on his record player, smoking a cigar type of experience. Relaxing. I sat back in that chair, and I'm just looking up, nodding off. Calvin thinks I'm fucking dying. And we stop at Logan's house. Logan gets in the car, dab him up, and they have to like shake me to let them know that he's trying to dab me up. So I kind of like inch my arm over behind me and dab him up. And he's like, yo, is he good? And then Calvin's like, yo, nah, this nigga's geeking. The whole time we're driving up here, he's fucking nodding out and shit. He's like, what do y'all do? And before that, we took a picture of the pill. So we show him the pill, and he just looks fucking shocked. He's like, why the fuck would y'all snort that? And in my head, I can't even really talk. I feel like my whole face is numb, my whole body is numb, my whole lip is numb. I can't really talk. I'm like, like, you know when you get the gas from the dentist, like the laughing gas, and you can't really feel your face or your lips, and it's like weird when you talking shit. That's how I felt, but 100 times. And while I'm over here geeking, Calvin's completely fine. He's not feeling nothing. And then Calvin's like, yo, want to go back to your crib? And I was like, you know what? Yes, please. I don't want to be out here right now. I'm geeked out of my mind. We go to my house. We park on the side like we used to do all the time. We got Logan in the car with us. You know, we still sipping that shit. And it's not even hitting yet. The Suboxone pill hit, but not the lean yet. And then Calvin all of a sudden just goes blank in his face. I look at him. And he just gets out of the car and starts walking and holding on to the car. And then Logan, since I can't really move, I don't really want to move. I'm out of it. Logan gets out of the car, trying to get Calvin to get back in the car because he looks like a fucking zombie. He's like, yo, Calvin, what the fuck are you doing? Get back in the car. So I get out, even though I didn't want to. And I'm stumbling and shit. I see what Calvin's holding onto the top of his car, fucking walking around it, walking like along it, just looking up. And I'm like, yo, like what the fuck are you doing? And he looks at me dead in the face, right? Barely any expression. He says, yo, I'm feeling it. And this is when I know we were cooked, because we gotta take Logan back home. Then we gotta go back to my crib, drop me off, and then you gotta go to your crib to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go multiple places. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking tweaking out now. Like I'm like, Calvin, how are you gonna make it home safe, nigga? You don't look okay. If you get pulled over, you're fucking done for. And then after that, we get back in the car. And then we just sit there for like 10, 20 minutes still sipping this shit, right? Chilling. And then out of nowhere, the lean hits me too. And it hits Logan too, because we're all sipping it. And let me tell you this right now. This was probably, it was a good feeling, but it was probably very fucking lethal for my body, alright? I could feel my body liquids moving in my body. I could feel my blood going through my veins. I could feel the music, all the hi-hats, every single fucking sound in every song, like separately. I've never heard music like this in my life. That's when I knew we were cooked. And then Calvin's like, yo, Logan, I think I'm going to take you home, bro, because, yo, I'm geeking. And then Logan's like, all right, let's go. As we're driving, you know, this nigga's kind of swerving a little bit. And it's kind of killing my hand. Like, yo, nigga, you're swerving. Calvin's like, yo, my fault, bro. This shit killing me, bro. This nigga's like, nah, about to fall asleep on the wheel. I'm like, oh, hell no, bro. I might as well walk home. Somehow, even though we're on the main road, not no back roads, we make it to Logan's house. And we drop him off. After that, we're sitting there for a minute. And we're just like telling each other how we feel. Like, oh, yo, I'm fucking geeking, nigga. This shit ain't right. We should not mix these bitches together. And we're driving back to my crib, right? It's like a 7-8 minute drive back to my crib. This is where it gets bad. Calvin starts driving on the road, and he's like, yo, I think I'm going to throw up. And I'm like, nigga, you're driving. How the fuck you going to throw up? This nigga pulls the sharpest turn over to the fucking curb on the side of us and fucking pulls over, turns off his car, opens the door, fucking throws up everywhere. And it's the most vile throwing up sound I've ever heard in my life. And you would see this nigga throwing up just straight green Sprite. You know what I'm saying? Potent ass, cheap ass green Sprite. This nigga gets back in the car, throw up on his mouth. He fucking wipes it off. He's like, yo, all right, let's go again. Literally a minute later, this nigga has to pull over again, throws up again, and he just somehow has the capacity to keep throwing up abnormal amounts, bruh. The first time he threw up a shit ton. Second time he threw up a shit ton. A minute later, he pulls over again. He throws up a shit ton. I swear, on every minute, all the 7-8 minutes it took to get to my house, he would stop every minute and throw up. He threw up like 7-8 times. A lot of throw up. We get back to my crib, and we both get out the car like we're just fucking zombies. Like, I'm stumbling, he's stumbling. I almost trip over the fucking sidewalk somehow. I start tripping over the little rocks in front of my house. I start tripping up the stairs. Thank God my parents weren't awake because it was not a good night. We go back in my room, and I hop back on some Black Ops 2. I asked Calvin if he wants to play. He said, fuck no, nigga, I'm geeking. I don't even have the mental capacity to lock in on this shit right now. And so I'm playing Black Ops 2 multiplayer by myself, missing every single fucking shot. Niggas thought I was brain dead retarded. I swear, just by my gameplay, my opponents knew I was fucking geeking. Now I look back at Calvin, he's fucking laying down on my bed, fucking looking like he's about to be deceased. And I'm like, yo, bruh, you gotta drink some water. I get this nigga some water. He starts chugging this shit like he's never seen water in his life. I swear the whole water bottle was gone in like 5 seconds. After that, nigga lays back down, and I'm playing Black Ops 2, you know, for like an hour or two, maybe 30 minutes, geeking out my fucking mind. And then Calvin gets a call from his girl. He needs to go home in like 30 minutes, so we start watching some Family Guy or some shit. I forgot what it was. We start watching some TV. He goes home. Then I'm all alone off this shit. And I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the combining of the cheap green lean and the fucking Suboxone pill mixing together. But I was fucking hearing shit in my head. Like, I need to talk to someone, you know what I'm saying? I cannot be alone when I'm this geeked. Right now. So I get the good idea to call AP, you know? I set my phone up, playing with the fucking butterfly knife for some reason. I have a video of it. I'm not going to show y'all it, though. That shit's fucking... Yo, you can just tell I'm fucked up, nigga. That shit's not okay. And the AP's like, yo, what the fuck? You good, nigga? He's actually concerned. Nigga thought I was about to die. And then for some reason, I was on that fiend timing, bruh. Even though I already felt like I was going to ascend out of this fucking earth, for some reason, I grabbed the Toy Story VHS that we did the Suboxone pill on, grab it out, and I fucking start doing every last bit of it that was on it. And I put the phone down in place for AP to witness this, and he looks scarred for life. His mouth is wide open. His eyes are fucking looking like he hasn't slept in like 5 days. And I'm over here with a soda straw from a gas station trying to get every last bit of this fucking pill off the Toy Story VHS. I get back up. I start playing with the fucking butterfly knife again. And then after that, just talked to AP for a while. You know, we hung up. He went to bed. I watch Family Guy. I'm sending AP and Calvin, a bunch of my friends on Snap, like videos of me fucking geeking for some reason. I don't know why. Whenever I'm geeked out of my mind, I just like to send people videos of me watching Family Guy for some reason. I know, it's weird. Don't judge me, bro, but that's how I am. And then after that, I can't even sleep, you know. I stayed up till like 9, 8 in the morning. This pill and lean got me fucked up. Like, the pill was making me feel a little bit hyper, like drunkish feeling, but the lean was like making me tired and like slow, just sluggish, bro. And it was not a good mix because it was like mixing coffee with melatonin. Like, it was weird, you know what I'm saying? And then when it hits 9 or 8, I somehow get the feeling that I'm fucking tired as shit. Like, I haven't slept in a week straight and I fucking pass out. I wake up and then I had to call out of work for like 3 days straight because I did way too much of that shit, man. I felt sick for 3 days, laying in my bed. I just cannot get out. Stomach hurting, big ass headache. Had a fucking towel over my head. I didn't even make no music. I didn't even watch TV, bro. I just sat in my bed for 3 days, looking at my phone every once in a while, just feeling awful, man. But that's the end of the story. This is a pretty long one. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what y'all think of it in the comments. Subscribe. Hit the fucking like button. And deuces.